All right. Hello, everybody. How are you? I haven't done that in quite a while. I haven't done a live stream in quite a while, but today I decided to show up and show you guys my stats for September and how exactly I made 250 bucks in one trade that I had in copper. So let me just um, join my live stream from my phone so I can see potential comments. I also have my water by my side. And excuse me if I sound tired, but it's like almost 2 a.m. where I live. So let me just join my live stream. This is weird. All right, cool. Perfect. Where should I start? Where should I start? Let's just go over my stats right now. Let's just go over my TradeZella stats, right? So this has been my month for September so far. And as you can see, the calendar right here, I placed just one trade on Monday. I placed just one trade on Monday, and I literally placed this trade the first day of the first trading day of the month, a couple hours in. And I was a little bit anxious about that, to be honest. I never place trades like exactly when the market opens after like the weekend, after the break we have in the weekend. But my setup was there. I was already seeing prior days prior my the potential move, and when it happened, I just got in, and I closed this trade 2 days later. So I held this trade for Monday, Tuesday, and I closed it around Wednesday night, if I am correct. Not quite sure when exactly, but this was not like my regular trade. And I'm gonna explain why. This was not my regular trade just because I usually hold trades for like days. And right now, I just held for 2 days. Sometimes I hold trades for like a week or something. So for me to close this trade in just like 2 days was not that much time to hold it, to be honest. I made 250 bucks, which I am really proud. It has been my record trade, to be honest, and we're moving quite fast. Like, for example, um, like some months ago, I was trading on my Oanda account. It's a forex broker, and I wasn't able to generate this amount of money. Like 250 bucks for me, it's definitely a lot. Um, and I don't know if you know, but like here, my monthly wage is around 900 bucks. Let's just say it in bucks. I'm getting paid in euros, but let's just say in bucks. So I get around 900 bucks. And for me, the opportunity to make an extra income, like 250 in 1 month, is such a big help, to be honest. I'm not putting pressure on my trades to generate income. I just let these numbers fluctuate, to be honest. And the fact that I can close trades with this much money in them, like it's a little bit not awkward. I cannot find my words, to be honest. I'm just really tired. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, what else can we see here? So 250 bucks in euros, 225. My Zella score is 20. All right. Um, can we see that? Yeah, this is a symbol MHG, which is the symbol for copper. Copper. I don't know why I said it like that. And should we just like jump into the trade? Let's just jump into the trade. There you go. we are looking at copper. Oh, by the way, I changed my watch list a little bit since the last time. I have also added some indexes. Indexes is how we call it, indexes. Not quite sure. I do have M6E, which is Euro USD. I do have crude oil, copper, which I am obsessed lately, gold, and platinum. Nope. Let me just see the live stream real quick. All right, perfect. And let me just walk you guys through what exactly happened in this freaking trade. I know that I don't sound really exciting, but believe me, I am exciting. So the trade that I did have and the portion that I did capitalize on was this move right here. Let me just close that so you can see it a little bit better. Can you see my mouse? Actually, I'm not quite sure. I hope you can, because if you can, that would be a bummer. Oh, all right. You can see my mouse. Let me just put it back here. All right. So let me just walk you guys through the trade and what exactly happened. We were looking at copper, and what exactly happened was that I capitalized on this partial move. Let me put the replay mode on so you can guys clearly see what happened, and let's just go through this together. We are exactly right here. Let me just... All right. Pause. Let's just pause here. This trend line, this horizontal line that you see was not there. So let me just delete it. I only had this line right there, which was my resistance, and this one was my support. And the trend line, the upward trend line, was something like that. Oh, let me just put it back here. All right, perfect. So at the time, I was looking at that thing. I was looking at my support here, my resistance, my upward trend line, and my downward trend lines. Now, my thought process was that, okay, copper was bullish, was going up, and it was about to reach my resistance. However, it didn't do that, and it turned around. Turned around, and it created this touch point here that I put another downward trend line on. So I was immediately looking for short positions. Why was I looking for short positions? Because price couldn't reach my resistance, and it seemed like it could potentially turn around. So I was like, okay, maybe we're going to have a short position coming. This upward trend line was created, and we have one touch point here, two touch points, three touch points. This was a really good trend line for me. This was an A+ setup for me also. So let's just see what happens. All right. Boom. And we kind of have the break. Now, I wasn't really sure. I got an alert on my phone that this trend line was getting broken. Well, before I place a trade, I want to make sure, I want to be 100% that this trend line is really breaking. So I was waiting a little bit to make sure that the break is really happening. And once I was convinced, I immediately placed a short position and I went short with one contract of MHG, which is micro copper. So we're just chilling. It's moving greatly. It's moving awesome. It did a retest here, and boom, this happens. Now, throughout this whole process, I remember I was risking about 160 bucks. My stop loss was on the other side of this trend line. It was exactly right here. So I was risking 160 bucks. Now, as a trader, my mindset told me that I need to do everything I could and I need to find an opportunity to minimize that risk. Because 160 was a lot. So the second that I could come up with another steeper downward trend line, I'm just minimizing my risk, So let's just see what happens next. Okay. All right. Now it's really starting to move down. Boom. It made the move. We have this perfect, amazing move. So what I did was that I came up really steep with another trend line, and I immediately moved my stop loss over here. So I was practically, even if price came all the way back and broke this trend line, I would close this trade break even. Now, I don't remember exactly how much money I was up here. Maybe I was like 200, 250. I'm not quite sure. But when I see candles like that happening, I want to make sure that I let the trade play out. I heard this saying the other day that was saying something like, when you drop a knife, you don't want to, you're never going to catch it. Oh, no, wait. When you drop a knife, you don't want to catch it while it's still in the air, because like you're going to get stabbed. You have to let it fall, hit the floor, and when it's stagnant, when it's like not moving anymore, then you're going to reach it and pick it up. So this is exactly what happened within me. This is exactly what I thought when I saw these big candles happening. I was like, okay, I am up a certain amount of money. However, I do want to see how far this can go, right? So I just let it play out. Boom. Another huge candle occurred. And even though my trend line was really, really steep, my stop loss was like right here. And this difference is huge. So I was already considering closing it because I was up like maybe $300 here, which is like the most amount of money that I've ever had, right? The most amount of money that I had in an open live trade. So I was like, okay, I was already thinking of maybe closing it, but I didn't. And once price started to really settle, I closed. And I remember, I think I closed exactly right here at the wick. Like 250 is a lot, so I was not mad at myself that I let $50 slide, because right there I was like maybe 315, something like that. However, I closed on the wick right here and I was fine with it. I celebrated. I am happy. I didn't really think about it. And then it just did its thing. Like it went up, down, up, down. It was like consolidating here, so I was happy with the amount that I capitalized on. Let's just exit the replay mode. Yes. All right. Let me just delete these trend lines. Boom. 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 All right. And that's it. That was the trade. That was the freaking trade. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. $225. And I am happy with it. Now, the thing is that I have also entered another trade in Hopper. And I have not connected my broker to TradingView right now. I'm not going to do that because it requires passwords and stuff like that. But what happened was that I did enter a trade right here, long trade. And I would say that I'm currently up $100 maybe, not quite sure, maybe less. But we will see how this trade will go. Let me just put the horizontal line back to where it was. Boom. And this is practically my chart on copper. Really minimal lines. Yeah, not too much stuff, no indicators, just trend lines and some support and resistance. It may seem completely simplistic, but this is the way it is. Now let's just take a look at my other symbols. What I also noticed was that platinum did an amazing move. Boom. I was getting alerts on platinum day like crazy. 1, 2, 3, trend lines broken, like damn. And I haven't marked it up, but I can also say that if I were to trade platinum, and obviously I don't have the capital to trade platinum, so I'm not really paying too much attention to it. But I would probably have a trend line right here. And this could also be a potential trade for me to enter long. All right, so to be honest, I went to the dentist the other day and I removed four teeth, the ones that are back there. I'm not quite sure how you say them in English, um, but I did remove four teeth. And right now that I am talking, it's like becoming really difficult to talk. I thought that I could do it, but I'm getting pretty sore. My gums and everything here is getting pretty sore, and I don't want to tire myself too much. I just want to jump here to showcase that trade to you guys, but I'm sorry that I'm not too excited and I cannot speak properly today. So what we could do for like more 10 minutes is we could also see what the other instruments of mine are doing, and maybe do some corrections on my trend lines and my analysis. Okay, so right now we're looking at crude oil. I had a loss in crude oil in August, and I feel like it was, let me see. It was something right here. I went long and it immediately snapped back and I lost around $50. But it was okay. I mean, it is what it is. You cannot always be right. Now, I was trading in the 1 hour time frame. I was looking actually in the 1 hour time frame the previous month, but right now I stopped doing that. I'm just focusing on the 4 hour time frame, and I was like, okay, let's just not trade two time frames together. Let's just not take a look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So I'm just placing my trades on the 4 hour, and so far I've just placed two trades. Now the other one is not showing. It will show when it's closed, and I hope it's a win. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself. What else can we see? We can see gold. Amazing moves also. I think today the ESB released the interest rates, and this is what happened. I mean, we did have this trend line that was going on for quite a while. And yeah, I wouldn't take this trade because it's like too much of a risk. But if someone did, good job. Gold reached again an all-time high. So that was awesome. Platinum, as we said, amazing movement. Like I couldn't ask for something greater than that. It broke all of my downward trend lines, and who knows, maybe we'll even reach this resistance right here. Now, I was looking at a setup for EURUSD, but I haven't gotten this setup quite yet. Mm, I am eagerly waiting to see what will happen between these two trend lines. And something new that I've added, that I've also mentioned it, is the indices. We do have M and Q. And again, I was looking at the setup. It was too steep for me. Like, I don't think that I would ever enter just because it's too freaking steep. But we kind of had a double confirmation here. We did have a break of a trend line and a break of a resistance. Now, I obviously don't have the capital to trade even one contract of MNQ because I removed some of my money from my account. But yeah, if you were trading in the 1 hour time frame, probably you took this trade. But I hope your stop loss was right here so you could capitalize on the whole movement. Now, obviously, the bias for MNQ was long. It is always long. And for ES as well. Like, I am waiting for these indexes to reach all-time highs again and again and again and continue to move up. That is what I had today for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am probably gonna sleep right now. And I will see you on the next live stream or maybe on a proper video. This was a really quick and tiring live stream. I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed the analysis of my trade and you took some value out of it. Thank you guys. See you. I will get well soon. Bye.